Welcome again to this training video. Next item on the list is importing the data we saved, which was that, into Microsoft Word file. So I actually have to go back to my file, and remember, this is the file that came with the email or that I gave you as support file, and this is the file I was working with. I'm going to open that. If you remember, I had saved it before, and I'm going to remember all of these things and put them in one area. That's why I'm going to be closing and opening and closing and opening and saving. Okay? If something goes wrong with the computer and I had saved, the file will be there and I won't have any problem. All right. The question says, import the data which I just saved into the document after the paragraph which ends quality of stock we hold from each country. I don't even know where that is, so I'm just going to search for it. And searching is Control F for find. From each country. Next one. That is the first one. I think there's a paragraph which actually ends by that, and this will be there. So my data has to go here. I'm gonna close that find. Okay. So I need to go to my access, and when they said save it in a form, this is the form that is. This is an acceptable form. I'm gonna make this a bit bigger so you can see everything. I will select all this data. Right click, copy. I'll minimize that. I go here, right click, and paste. Okay, data's there. Again, consistency. I will enter before and after. Make sure there is one space in there. Okay. Make sure that all required fields and their labels are fully visible, and that there is a blank line above and below, which is I already done. If this is not visible enough, I'm gonna make it a bit bigger. Okay, I can make it a little bit bigger as well, like that, so everything is visible. Okay, done. That's the only formatting they want me to do, as is. Don't change anything, I'm fine. There is no big deal. Okay, now the next question says spell check and proofread the document. Let's see. Spell checking happens under review, I believe, and there is a spell check and grammar. Count of product, it doesn't, this is just a field name, so we can't do anything about it. Ignore all. Number of stock, same thing. This and time, there seems, actually that's a grammar difference, to put an and or do not put an and, so I'm going to ignore that as well. Again, these names are names, we can't really do anything about it. Even my name, we can't do anything about it. Okay, ignore. That's fine. A quote. Thinking with this cafetiere, is this French or not? I'm gonna ignore. It seems like it's a French name. Okay, again, my name again, done. No spelling mistakes. This is the first section of it. The spelling mistakes is done. Now we're gonna do proofreading of the document, ensuring that these are there. Tables do not overlap two pages. Number one, I only have one table. It's only on one page. I'm fine. I double check. This is a table as well. Does it overlap two pages? No, so I'm okay. Bulleted lists do not overlap two pages. Bulleted list is only, I only have this bulleted list and it's in one page. Double checking my document. Okay, fine. Next, there are no widows. Oh, what is a widow and what is an orphan? There are no orphans, there are no blank pages. Many of you have done the blank pages bit, but in this case I don't. Now, a widow and an orphan is this. Do you realize that this paragraph has a little bit of it on this page and the other bit is on the other page? Well, can you see that this is like an orphan? Because think of this as the dad or mom or whatever you want to call it, and the child is there. So we have got to do something about it. Either this has to go down or this has to come up. Because I can't take this up because it can't fit, so I have to take this down. Well, I'm going to do the same here, and I told you about this before. Same problem here. You see, there's a little bit of data there and a little bit of data there. We do not want to split the paragraph. So I go here, and I can do this by hitting enter. As I'm hitting enter, you notice it looks very nice. And I start from the top down. I don't go from the top up, because whatever you change at the top might actually affect what's coming in at the bottom. Okay? So here, I gotta do this again here. In other papers, they actually said add the blank lines appropriately to actually do this. Okay, so this looks fine that way, and I have met all of these formatting, and this is at the end. Now it says save and print the document. I'm not printing, I'm just saving. The document is saved. I close, and to that point we are done with document production. Now this paper too has a little bit of PowerPoint. I will come back to it, and I promise you this time I will wrap it up. This won't take a long time. Okay, see you soon.